My name is W.T. Cauley. I'm a songwriter in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is my partner, Eric Ryan Johnson, fiddle player extraordinaire.
You're going solo, and I'm going nowhere. I never thought you'd do me wrong. You're going solo, I'm going nowhere. I never thought you'd wait alone. So my love starts to burn through my heart, and oh, my love, it's just the start of the burning. I'll find you someday. I'll find you someday. I'll find you someday. You're going nowhere. You're going nowhere. You're going nowhere. You're going nowhere. So my love starts to burn through my heart. Hello, my love, it's just the start of the burning.
When I was in kindergarten, I won a reading contest and I got a turntable for the prize. And I've had a turntable in my room ever since. And like my parents always had everything around. Like my dad was really into like Papa John Creech and B.B. King, and my mom was a Beatles fan, and so everybody's like college Beatles era that they go through, I went through at like the age of 3, and so that's kind of, music was always in the house. There's no question about that. How about you?
Yeah, I started playing violin when I was 4, and so we started listening to violin music. My dad would listen to country when we were driving. And I think the first band I really remember hearing was the Beatles. It was like 69, 70, we were driving probably through Oklahoma on the way to my dad's Army summer camp. And I just remember Let It Be and Hey Jude and Maybe I'm Amazed, and all those songs right around that era being on the radio. And of course that was right when the Beatles were breaking up, but I didn't know that.
I started on the piano very young, like first, second grade, and then clarinet in elementary school. And then that developed into playing bass guitar in a heavy metal band in high school. And then out of that, started playing a lot of funk music coming in through college and a lot of jazz music. Played jazz band in high school too. I don't know, just always been, music's important in my life. That's what gets me through. How about you, man?
I played violin since I was 4 years old, and then did composition in college, music composition, and then started playing Irish fiddle till now. I have 10 albums out. The first 2 are Irish fiddle, and then there's 6 studio albums, and then a double greatest misses, remastered singles.
Where can you find those?
And they're all on Spotify, Apple, places like that, and then a couple of the local stores here have them on CD.
Eric and I met at an open mic at the Blackbird on Pearl, which is closed now, unfortunately. But yeah, we had an open mic there for several years on Monday nights. We just became friendly. And then I saw him play the fiddle at a songwriter night at the Hunt Club. And I was like, that's what I've been looking for. You want to come practice? And so we did, and here we are.
Make me a margarita with no rim salt. Just left my Maria, 'cause we got caught. Make it a double, I'm in trouble and I'm running away, running for my life. Maria's husband come to chase me away with a kitchen knife. Been south of the border, I don't know, many years. There's been a lot of senoritas, a lot of beer. Maria's husband caught us walking hand in hand through the Zocalo. Well, now every bone in my body wants to stay, but Maria, I sure have to go. Make me a margarita, no rim salt. Just left my Maria, 'cause we got caught. Make it a double, I'm in trouble and I'm running away, running fast as I can. I'm headed north of the border, if they'll let me in. Then south of the border, I don't know, many years. There's been a lot of senoritas, a lot of beer. Maria's husband caught us walking hand in hand through the Zocalo. Well, now every bone in my body wants to stay, but Maria, I sure have to go. Let me a margarita, no rim salt. Just left my Maria, 'cause we got caught. Make it a double, I'm in trouble and I'm running away, running for my life. Maria's husband come to chase me away with a kitchen knife.
No Rim Salt, that's just a good time summer song. So I mean, I don't like to say too much about what the song's about, but that one's pretty simple. I don't know, when I was younger, I thought it would be really cool to like expatriate, you know, like move to Costa Rica or somewhere, you know, some rural Mexican village and just kind of disappear. And so my wife and I, we actually went and looked at Costa Rica and rural Mexican villages, and you know, I found some guys in these towns, and man, they had some stories, and that's what these songs kind of, that song just kind of came out of like conversations with these gentlemen that had done that. And life, you know, goes its own direction once you make that choice.
You said your final words, my vision blurred. I wasn't left alone. The heart I'd show left on display, while security wigs and walked away. Shadows cast a sunlight fall around me, the shallow past conspiracies. The state in which you found me has subsided now. I've since stepped outside and now I've met my own lies in my mind, and now I see I wasn't feeling well that day. You decided who I was. You decided who I would be to you. Can you forgive who I should be? A separate sheet of paper, a clean slate now for later in June. Can I forgive the things I do, the way I make my plans for you and me? Can't you see the dream enacted? Won't you read the lines I've drafted? 'Cause I've practiced them all in my mind. I always thought we'd have the time to go over it once more. Just once more. Can you forgive who I should be? A separate sheet of paper, a clean slate now for later in June. Can I forgive the things I do, the way I make my plans for you and me? Can't you see the dream enacted? Won't you read the lines I've drafted? 'Cause I practice them all in my mind. I always thought we'd have the time to go over it once more. Just once more. Just once more. Just once more.
Just Once More is probably is the longest running song that I've written. I initially started writing the lyric for that song in the late 90s, if I'm going to date myself, and tried with a few different bands to try and come up with a, the riff for it, the song of it, and never really nailed it. And it wasn't until I was recording my new record, Possum Bone, that I was like, I'm going to try this again. These guys that I had, Patty Ryan, Jesse Aycock, Cassie Latshaw singing harmony, Aaron Baylor is a bass player locally that he just kills it. And then I brought in a good friend of mine, Kent Halverson from Seattle, that did the keyboard work. And we recorded that over 4 days at the church. And it came off pretty good. I mean, those guys are pro. I was like this? No, like this. Like, that was it. Yeah, I was truly blessed to have access to them even for that short period of time. They were touring with John Fulbright at the time, and they had like a three-day gap in between. And so like I got them in, and then I was able to finish it up with Kent on the 4th day. So it just was very serendipitous, actually. And so that song, 30 years I've been writing that song. So it's really awesome to finally get it out of my head.
You won't find less quick, man. You won't see me sit where the lady stands. You got what it takes to be a loving mama. Well, I would like to offer you my hand. I'll protect you, won't let nothing wreck you. I will keep you warm at night and softly pet you. Darling, you'll see, you and me will live our life in love our whole life through. Darling, you know that I love you, and I'll keep you safe the whole night through. So if you love me, please say you do. We'll live our life in love our whole life through. Eric Ryan Johnson. So if you love me, please say you do. And we will live our life in love, our whole life.
Pretty tune. I think Eric said it best. It's a sweet song.
Yeah,
It's just a sweet love song.
sweet song.
I had been to Nashville a couple times recently to play a couple songwriter things. Went last time with my good friend Zach Wenzel. He convinced us all to go to the Opry, and after that, I was just like, man, I need to write some more like classic country style song. And like, here I am in Tulsa, the home of Bob Wills, and let's write kind of a Bob Wills-ish tune. And so that one just came right out. I was like, this is what I want to do, and boom, there it was. The stories, telling the story. And that's really what I like about being here in Tulsa with like the red dirt music, and people are really into lyrics here. Like people are willing to sit and listen to you tell your story. You know, it's not so much, obviously there's incredible musicians here, incredible guitarists, and we all love to hear it, but then also we want to hear what the words mean. And that's where country music really, I don't know, no one else does it like a country songwriter, you know.
You can't talk to me without going low. There's something in the air, just let me know. I can feel you burning in my brain, driving me insane. All the words you say echoing through my head, through my head, through my head. Echoing They can hear you, but you never know. This sacred air betrays your sweet refrain, driving me insane. All the words you say echoing through my through my head. Echoing through my head.
Echoing. That's a, you know, some songs they come pre-written. It seems like I feel like sometimes I walk into a song as if my brain were like a radio antenna. That song just popped right in, and there it was. And then when I showed it to Eric, he immediately started laying the fiddle down over it, and we knew we had it. It was like first try it came out.
Yeah, I love that song.
Yeah. Each one of these songs definitely has me as, you know, if not the main character, like, not the main character, but it's me writing it, so it's going to have a major influence on, you know, how the song goes.
I think it's always funny when people ask me about songwriting and they're like, who's that about? Or whatever. And you're like, well, the first line is about one person, the second line's about somebody else, the third line rhymes and it's about nobody, and the fourth line is just the clincher. You know, you make it tie in, and yeah, it's all personal.
Sometimes I pick up a guitar, and sometimes it's just a new instrument you picked up. You're like, oh, I haven't played this guitar in a year, and then, oh, listen to that, and then boom, there's a new riff for you, and then you have to come up with a lyric, or maybe it decides it's instrumental. And but yes, oftentimes the lyric can come first. It's like something my daughter says, or something my wife says, or it's just like you kind of rephrase it in your head, and you're like, oh, that's pretty witty actually, and then boom, now you got to find a tune for it. Would you say it's about the same?
Yeah. I tend to do melody first because I think that's what people remember a lot, you know, and then try and figure out the chords to it. But it's not always that way.
The sky's filling up with a thunderstorm. No, he's holding nothing tight. Lightning flash and thunder roll. Trees blow all around your home. Terror of the night gives way to hope in broad daylight. In broad daylight. In broad daylight. When the storm passes you by, when the storm passes you by, cigarette in her left hand, and oxygen on the right. terror of the night gives way to hope in broad daylight. When the storm passes you by, when the storm passes you by, when the storm passes you by.
Broad Daylight, that's a song that I had to write having lived here for a few years in Oklahoma. It can get pretty scary when the winds whip up. There's been a lot of recent, a lot of storm damage recently that's really sad and kind of terrifying.
Here in Claremore.
Yeah, it's and so I don't know, like the experiences that I've had, like the next morning, you feel very light when you realize you've made it through, and that's just kind of what that song is about.